Productive debates need ground rules. You often see unproductive debates on TV. You often experience unproductive debates at work or in your relationships. But with 6 ground rules, I think you can universally make progress with any debate. First rule is good debates are about exploring towards a well-defined objective. There's no winner. The debate is productive if we all learn something new or get somewhere new together. So if we aren't on the same page about what we're trying to explore, where we're trying to go, then we're cooked from the start. So we got to agree on the question we're debating or the objective of the debate, and that we are exploring through this debate, not trying to prove someone right or wrong. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is everyone's on the same team. We are not adversaries. We are trying to explore together. This is basically point 1B. Rule 1B is everyone is on the same team, and therefore we should assume that everyone's intentions are good. If you bring something up that's uncomfortable or hard to hear or hard to explore, it's because you're trying to push the team forward. We need to all operate under that assumption, or again, we're cooked. Rule number 3 is no making things personal. No name calling, no personal attacks, no how could you believe that or why can't you see? If we're truly exploring, we are open to things. And it's not about us, it's about getting the team somewhere that it hasn't gotten before. So when you notice yourself taking things personal, that's when it's time to take a breath, to back up, maybe reset the debate. It's about ideas, not about who is coming up with the ideas. Rule number 4, keep the debate about observations, questions, and hypotheses, not about how you feel. So if you catch yourself saying, I feel like, back up and say, I think, or my hypothesis is, or I am observing, or I have this question. This is really about the scientific method. The debate is not about who cares more, who feels the most, who's the loudest, who's the most powerful, who's got the most at stake. It's about discovery. And discovery starts with observations, starts with questions, and then it is about hypotheses that you explore. Really, as soon as you notice that you are feeling strongly about something, that means it's important to you, but the feeling is not part of the debate. The observations, the questions, the hypotheses are. Rule number 5, no tricks or switches. The debate is not about who's the most articulate, who has the best rhymes or catchphrases, how many years of experience you have. These are all tricks that put weight on the scale. We shouldn't need tricks if the debate is going to be effective. So this also goes for switching the topic. Often we do this subconsciously. You find that you're losing the point or you're wrong and you're uncomfortable with that. And so you switch what the topic is about. The debate veers into other topics. When you notice this, put it back on track. No tricks or switches. And then rule number 6 is exercise intellectual humility. Listen to and respect every viewpoint, even if you disagree initially. So debate is about investigating and clarifying rather than attacking. So when people make points, be curious about them, seek to clarify them, say, let's explore that, or can you explain that more? Or I'd like to understand that, rather than saying no. Eventually you can say no once you've explored things, but if you say no before you explore things, you're leaving potential ideas on the table. Intellectual humility is about suspending your judgment until you fully understand something, and then you can layer judgment back in to decide whether that thing is worth incorporating or not. So when we learn and discover new ideas, we all win, and that brings us back to rule number 1 and 1B, or call it 2, which is that a good debate is a team sport that has a clear objective that we're all trying to get to. So most of all, good debates work when we model good debating behavior. So especially if you're one of those people in the room with the most power, modeling these behaviors is going to rub off on other people.